kabar pemirsa? How are you today? Welcome back to Walk the Talk 2, the amazing program that is always going to challenge you to improve your English. Now, as you can see, I am at the zoo. Saya sedang berada di Taman Marga Satwa Ragunan. Nah, episode kali ini kita akan belajar banyak hal tentang binatang. It's all about the animals. So come with me, let's zoo the talk. This is my first time here, and I don't feel like I'm in the zoo. Ini seperti sedang berada di Kebun Raya Bogor, ya pemirsa? So cool! Terletak di daerah Ragunan, Pasar Minggu, Jakarta Selatan. Kebun binatang seluas 140 hektar ini didirikan pada tahun 1864. Di dalamnya terdapat berbagai koleksi yang terdiri dari 295 spesies dan 4.040 spesimen. Keistimewaan dari kebun binatang ini adalah keberhasilannya dalam bidang penangkaran primata. Keistimewaan lainnya adalah udaranya yang sejuk, segar, dan teduh karena dikelilingi oleh tak kurang dari 50.000 pohon yang rindang dan telaga yang luas. Wah, tempat yang tepat untuk bersenang-senang sambil belajar, ya. Hello! Can I talk to you for 1 minute? What are you doing? Why did you come to the zoo? Yeah,
to see the animals.
to see the animals, of course. You guys like animals? Yes, you like? Yeah. Okay, hello guys. What are you doing here at the zoo? Are you here for fun or for study? For studying. We're here for studying. Okay, studying. Why did you decide to come to the zoo?
Well, I like animals, and I think this is the nearest zoo in Jakarta.
Okay, isn't it the only zoo in Jakarta?
Yeah, I think yeah.
It's not just the nearest, the only zoo.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is she answering? It was her idea? Yes. What animal did you come to see? What animal is your favorite?
Elephant.
Elephant? Elephant! Did you, what's your favorite animal here?
Maybe in Indonesia we call it ikan.
Oh, that's the big, the proboscis monkey.
Yeah.
Proboscis monkey. I saw them earlier. They're amazing. Yeah. Because they're very manchung. I think even bigger nose than me. Can you spell elephant? Is it mengeja elephant? Spell.
Dieja.
Dieja. But in English. Bahasa Inggris. E. L. E. P. H. A. N. C. Give me 5. You got it. That was really good. Yeah. Okay. How about say we like elephants?
We like elephant.
Yeah. Kami suka gajah. Yeah. We like elephants, right? Can you spell zebra? You can't spell zebra. Okay, how? Z or Z? In America we say Z. Z? E? B? R? A. That was an easy one. Now you like giraffes. Can you spell giraffe? G? I'll help you out. G? Not H. No. G? I? R? Giraffe. How do you spell giraffe? G R A F F E. Thank you. Okay, can I ask you guys, are you here for studying or for fun? For fun. Okay, so this is a holiday for you? All right. What animal do you really most What animal do you really want to see? It's so loud. It's amazing. Why Why the gorilla?
Because it's so huge, so big.
It's kind of rare.
That is rare. Yeah, very rare. Unfortunately, the gorilla is langka, which is endangered or rare. Yeah, but the species is endangered. The giraffe. Jika pengunjung yang lain cukup puas hanya dengan memandangi binatang-binatang ini dari kejauhan, saya beruntung karena hari ini saya bahkan berkesempatan untuk ikut memberi makan satwa di sini. Woohoo! There we go. All right, Permisa, right now I am with Iwan and this is Rico, the giraffe. We are feeding carrots to Rico. Rico's really hungry. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is, hello Rico, there you go. It's got the longest tongue.
Kacang panjang.
Jadi, okay,
Yeah.
kacang panjang. My mom called these string beans.
Satu-satu.
Satu-satu. One by one.
One by one.
One by one. All right, one by one. All right. So, how many times a day do you feed? Oh, berapa kali per hari?
Satu kali.
The one time?
Yeah.
One time, but 50.
Makan,
Ini
yeah.
berapa kilo?
50 kilo.
50. Oh, okay.
Campur-campur.
Mixed. So it's mixed vegetables. They only eat vegetables? Sayuran saja?
Sayuran saja, daun-daun ganti.
Vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay, giraffes are vegetarian. Hey, just like me. Yeah. How old? Ini umur berapa? How old is
20
Rico?
tahun.
20.
20 tahun ya.
20 years old.
20
years
years
old.
old.
20 years old. How tall is Rico?
4 meter. 4 meter.
4 meters.
Yeah.
He is 4 meters tall. Coba bahasa Inggris, Pak. He is
He is
4 meters
meter
tall.
tall.
Meters. 4 meters.
Yeah.
Wow. Kalau baru lahir, if just born, how tall is the giraffe? Kalau baru lahir.
1 meteran.
1 meter. 1
Ya,
meter.
tinggi.
1 meter tall for the baby. So where is he from? Asal dari mana?
Afrika.
Okay, dia lahir di Afrika?
Dia lahir di Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was born
He was born
in Australia.
in Australia.
Okay, pemirsa, giraffe or giraffes are herbivores. That means they eat vegetables. They don't eat meat. Let's go around the zoo here and talk to people and find out how much they know about animals and their diet. Okay, yum yum. Yes. Good, Rico the giraffe. Rico the giraffe. Pengalaman yang sangat menarik buat saya memberi makan jerapah dengan tangan saya sendiri. Sekarang saya akan bertanya pada orang-orang di sini apa yang mereka tahu tentang binatang dan makanannya. Let's go! Apa namanya binatang itu? Buaya. Kalau bahasa Inggris buaya? Crocodile. Crocodile. Very good. Okay, crocodiles eat. What do they eat? Makan apa? Daging. Kalau bahasa Inggris? Meat. Yes. Okay, coba ngomong ini. Crocodiles eat meat. Okay, one more time. Sekali lagi. Crocodiles eat meat.
Crocodile eat meat.
Yes, give me five. Yes. Okay. Oh, tapi kan sepertinya takut ya. Okay, what do giraffes eat?
Strawberry.
They eat strawberries? Really? I don't know if they eat strawberries. Kalau giraffe makan apa?
Makan rumput.
Rumput. Wow, nah rumput. Daun dan sayur-sayuran. Suka. Ya, vegetables. Bahasa Inggris sayur-sayuran? Vegetables. Kamu bisa ngomong vegetables? Yes, give me five again, vegetables. Okay, makan apa? What? Rumput bahasa Inggris apa? Kado. Grass. Yeah, elephants eat grass.
Elephant is grass.
Yay! Give me five again! Give me five! Yay! Okay. Proboscis monkey